Can we have a team without my players on there?
No, I don't think so.
Create a team.
I don't know who want to play with. Throw the faces.
15, man.
You standing for the camera, man. Oh, man. You standing for the camera. On stunt for the camera, man. You gotta act yourself.
Where you gonna say that on the camera? You the next thing
You doing it again, man. You looking dead at it, ain't you? You looking dead at it, bro.
It'll be the Los Angeles Clippers facing off against the Indiana Pacers.
But I thought they was on the left side, but he was on the right.
I know, right? That's so weird, bro. That's so weird, man. It's late. You said? It's late. Look at that real quick.
Oh, shoot, bro. Look at my shoulder, bro.
Wait, I can do it.
Let's go simultaneously.
Why can't you do that, man?
Okay.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us
I was like, I feel
Sports.
I'm most on later where you
Get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Holm alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sideline. And now,
you're crazy with it, man.
On Roy Hibbert.
Well, something special about him, guys, is he's back. How good he is at winning the so-called.
You want lock on the player?
Yeah. Lock on. We should have made it. Yeah.
I want just an individual.
Second shocking, going forward to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putback. And another.
What on my
I'm trying to get VC, man. I am working on my mock there.
I know, man. You trying to get VC? We need to play on your profile.
I am.
You need it more than I do. I'm mine dominant right now.
I forgot how to do that.
Go to
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Man, you ain't in the shop, man.
Thing he's known for all over the league is what an angry shot blocker he is. He doesn't know attitude when he knocks it out of the air and sends it behind the shoot.
Was the Indiana Pacers winning their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
And they did just what you have to do.
Now you know you can lose and start a game like that.
Build up against them. Like every time they took a punch, they had a counter. You'll like this, Steve. Reverse convertibility. We call that.
You come back with that.
Don't go down there.
It's an instant off. He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just gotta love the fact he went old
you running out of bounds.
I forgot, bro.
That's out of bounds.
Well, you look at the Clippers, and they clearly are one of the most entertaining teams in the NBA. One of the outstanding team shows you'll see. They have fun. They're up and down. But they're a hard-working group, and a lot of that you have to attribute to their leader, Chris Paul.
Yeah.
And so it's Indiana with it. It's a 5-point game. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
Kevin, he said he expects their interior defense to be airtight.
Man, you gonna call for the ball.
Something our team can really hang its hat on. That ability to contest and deny shots inside frees us up to be more aggressive on the perimeter. So in a sense, it's really the foundation for us defensively. Guys, we'll see if they can build on that.
What? That's a block.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive coach, guys, how do you think that'll play out?
I don't know, Kevin. I'm not sure they should be more.
I got a voice. I'm here for the guard, man.
They are
My
themselves.
vocal cords, it's ridiculous,
That's sort of the
man.
way it sounds, Steve. But still, I don't think a defense-first mindset is ever a bad thing.
Here is Hill after the made shot from Jordan.
What you doing, ain't it?
Goes up on the top of the key. Shot misses. Good work defensively by Paul. Well, Clark, as you were taking a look at the
that's
they
that's
are a
fake.
team, an amazing
Ball
team
country,
so far with big names all around. But they've got to work hand in hand to make sure they're always at their best and not take things for granted.
Well, I think it's still a team that's a work in progress.
Oh, he saw that.
Griffin and DeAndre Jordan,
Easy.
great point guard and Paul, but
Yeah,
new
I saw
additions
it.
have helped, and I think it'll be
Can't see
interesting.
McKenny. Can't see McKenny.
And here is Hill to the three-pointer from Dudley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And George, here we go. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers.
And one of the factors in that game was they just couldn't get to the line and get enough points from the free throw line to make a difference.
He got no curve, man. He got that curve.
Boost every time another foul shot clanked off the rim. They were letting him hear about that. Well, if the Pacers wanted to grab the attention of the league with their postseason play, they certainly did that. They marched through the first 2 rounds by knocking off the Hawks and the Knicks. Well, remember, they were a game away from the NBA Finals.
And so Paul nails both of them. Ultimately, the Pacers would fall to the Heat, but they put them to the test. The game was wide even more than they had going into the playoffs. It took 7 games, Clark. You saw them all, which folks didn't see coming.
I know that's the case, and yet the way the Pacers showed such grit.
Man, the Hawks win though, they like how they have for real. You know that? No, they putting on for the camera. You check for their old video, they was calm and all that junk, talking to them.
Be a champion team before long.
Well, he needs check in for Los Angeles. They have been perfect at the line so far.
I guess you got to think you more excited.
Well, they've been a relatively.
Bro, just look at that play. Oh, swish.
This.
I thought it was going in.
Clippers
I'm right here.
13.
My ears did.
Bro, I can't hear you.
George Hill, really for the
I
first
can hear real
time,
good,
was handed
man.
the keys to the team.
I can hear you, bro. You gotta talk. Some people
Played
can't hear you.
the most minutes of his career and responded with his best season yet.
No, the what?
Well, he's found his game,
No, the
his
what?
rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Dishes it to Stevenson. It's back to Hill. Pass to West. And low to Hill. And it's good on the move. And going back to George Hill, great athleticism at the point guard position, defensive-minded guy. Fits with the hard-nosed identity of this team.
Yeah, I love George Hill. Offensively, he shoots with range and he's able to slash and draw fouls. Excellent rebounder for the team.
Rolling for? I see the
length. The wingspan for Hill allows him to guard both ones and twos in the backcourt.
Now, here's Stevenson. After the miss from Crawford. Outside Hill. Jacks up a 3.
Go ahead. We don't come, bro.
He's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
LA's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter.
Miss like speed, but he's tired.
105 left here in the opening quarter.
I just playing street ball.
Either way, you still be doing it.
He's going by Hill. Here's
of course, you know what I'm saying? You just do it.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk point coming within seconds of a steal.
I love the way they convert from defense to offense. But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Paul, he started by Hill. He was all alone on that.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going. Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Stevenson, and stolen by Jordan. Knocks it loose. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Boy, that big old boy got that steal.
Moving it up. Here's Hill. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford. Clippers leading by 10. 16 feet away.
That's what I was trying to do.
The rebound by Paul George.
What was the defense doing? He is not the guy to give an open.
He did it again. Boy, I hit him on that fast break. He did that
Great
again.
job of attacking on the break. Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the
free-flowing.
It's a special New Year's Eve NBA celebration. Aaron Williams and the Brooklyn Nets go up against the San Antonio.
So what was you doing? What was the purpose of that?
And we welcome welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
Whoa.
Los
Where you going?
Angeles' performance here. Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And I thought they built this lead.
Hey,
because of the score on the West. They really
Man, one, baby.
And it takes an effort from all 5 guys to get a rebound in the games like that. Everybody has to rebound the ball. That's how you finish off the defense.
Watson out there with Lance Stevenson. That's Scola. And then there's Danny Granger. And it's Mahimi at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Here's Collison.
Whoa.
Took the
That was a nice
contact
pass.
and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throw.
That's what they do. They foul and send a great 4 free throw shooter to the line.
Yeah, I think that's just smart. I mean, especially the way he's been throwing it down. Make him earn it at the start.
Griffin hits them both.
One of the things that really jumps out at you about the Clippers is their depth. Really impressive. I mean, they've surrounded their stars with a bench that includes Jamal Crawford, who was second in the voting for 6th Man of the Year. They've got a nice second unit.
Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris Paul is the outspoken leader for this Clippers team. Jamal Crawford's the coach. I've never been around a player who was so vocal. Paul explained it this way. I've been fortunate to be short my entire life. There's only one position I've ever had to play, and that's point guard. So I've always had to be that leader. And that was my job, to talk. And guys, he's a big people person, too. Not hard to see a career in coaching once the playing days are over.
Well, on account of the Doris, thanks. And we talked about the bench for the Clippers last season. Also guys like Matt Barnes and Lamar Odom. Steve, some good defensive tenacity there, too.
Yeah, they had an edge. Barnes really gave them some toughness and some grit. I thought Crawford's shooting gave them some balance. They had a good offense.
I'll take it back out.
And then Bledsoe slashing. They were a lot of fun to watch, that bench unit.
Watson kicks to Scola. Watson. He dishes it to Stevenson. Rebounded by Hollins.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And it looks like
Blake. Get out my way, man.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
The Pacers making a change here. Hibbert's checked in. Watson, the pass to Granger. Watson dishes to Granger.
One of the bright young head coaching stars in the league, Frank Vogel, took over the Pacers on an interim basis 3 seasons ago and immediately paid dividends. They had a strong finish to that season and his first season in a competitive first-round series against Chicago. And that success has continued to build and grow, and Frank Vogel deserves a lot of the credit.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Collison. The shot is off. And Indiana will come the other way. Scola kicks to Watson. This is it to Stevenson. So good with the triple. And Coach Vogel, the second youngest coach in the NBA last season, but he had been working in the NBA for 15 years, Steve, prior to becoming a head coach.
Yeah, 5 years as a video coordinator, a couple seasons as an advanced scout, and then 8 years on the bench as an assistant.
Oh, you can't sleep, Blake.
He's definitely
He's trying to work somebody.
and learned a lot on his way up the ladder.
Here's Collison, and stolen by Watson.
Stop running for it, dog.
Stevenson with it. Now Green defending. And here's Watson, averaging 6 points per contest. Can't get it to go. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson. Collison, the pass to Green. And Hibbert with the block. And here's the first for Watson leading the way. Shot from 16. Another shot. Granger misses.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. The defense stood tall there.
Green dishes to Collison. Back to Green. To stop the drought. That ball's great assist by Karen Collison.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Stevenson kicks to Watson. Feeds to Stevenson. Threw it on the triple. Stevenson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Green kicks to Collison. Back to Green. Nice passing here by Los Angeles.
Hey, come on,
Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by Indiana. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where
I'm gonna start talking about it. I think I'm talking
Winning that
about it.
last game, guys, they drove the lane and attacked the basket.
But look, bro, I messed him up, bro. See that jump? I went back. He's like, oh, shoot. I had caught a slipper. I went, boom. He said, oh. So then he stepped up. He said, up. I went, boom.
Very aggressive, letting them going. A lot of contact inside and causing some foul trouble for their opponent. Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers. Dudley comes in for Blake Griffin. So he's
I kept trying to shoot. I looked down.
26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Collison against Hill. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done. Probably use a little clock here.
Yep, make this the very last possession.
Oh, no.
Outside Hill. Granger outside. And released it in time, but it's off the mark.
Danger.
First ends in a close one.
Danny Granger.
Clippers lead by 4.
Danny
Danger
Granger.
Breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
What do you want?
Yeah, I was saying, I was about to say,
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Well,
Saturday, the best day. Cleveland
everything
the
like that.
Celtics in Boston. Their tops.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Boba Dick. Oh, that's the dude.
Now both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see how one can pull out a way here.
You, man. Your mama,
Look at
your
Chris
mama
Paul.
fat.
What a contribution.
I'll say all types of stuff,
Points in the
man.
first half. I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that talent in the second half.
Quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And the Clippers, looking who they've got. Dudley and Griffin, they're small and power forward. CB3 and Jamal Crawford.
See, like, they don't miss shots right there, you know what I mean?
In the center position.
If the NBA player miss a layup, they suck.
From the sideline.
Uncontested layup, they suck. You know,
Head
NBA
coach of Los Angeles Clippers said after last season, quote, there were times last year when they were the best team in the league. So I clearly think this is an extremely talented basketball team. But can we do that now in the postseason as opposed to just the regular season?
Tight game, man.
Yeah, championship mentality. Good point. Thanks.
Well, guys, for the Pacers, it's been a slow and long climb from the Palace back in 04. But now, with a terrific young team, fresh off a strong showing in the Eastern
I
Conference
seen how it work now, bro.
we can finally
Like,
say the
whichever way.
Pacers are back, and they're going to be around for a while, contending for championship.
First free throw is
Ray
good.
started pulling
And
in.
for the Pacers, ever since that
Like,
unfortunate
you
night in
can make it
Detroit,
go
the
my way while I
attendance
run
in
the court,
Indiana
and
is
he's
sad.
gonna come back.
They've been
You
at
know
the
what I'm
bottom
saying?
half percentage-wise, Steve, for the last 9 years.
Well, it's time for the fans to come back, Kevin. This is an elite team. They've got really high character, good guys. Ticket prices are about 60% less than the league norm. One of the best arenas in the NBA.
That's Chris Paul, boy. That's Chris Paul.
Basketball State.
And let's check out here with Dana
let's
first.
see.
Dana, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Kevin. Now let's check in on some scores in the East.
You didn't know I was
Cleveland
going,
with a
bro.
loss to the Celtics in
Your legs started
Boston.
switching.
Their top scorer, Kyrie Irving. At At Phillips Arena, the Hawks with a win over the Bobcats. They stay hot with that one. Only dropping one game in their last 6. Paul Millsap with the tie. And that's all we have to report from here in the studio. Back to you guys.
What's going on? Thanks, David.
It's interesting, you know, guys, the games take on a little bit of a different feel when we reach this time of the year.
Oh, they double team?
Early season games don't mean anything, but now teams really know who they are and where they need to be by season's end.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Stevenson. Good, and Hill picking up the assist. And now a 3-point Pacer lead.
Up over 50% now from the floor with the way they've shot this half.
Trap.
Nice improvement.
But check the move out, man. He thought he was going, you know, I gave him that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went up like, oh, trap. Then what I did, I went around like that.
Oh, you call it trap then?
I ain't called trap. I just said trap.
They have shot throughout the entire game, as a matter of fact. Been very efficient offensively.
Raheem's checked in for Indiana.
In the last few years, it's been debated.
Whoa, where you going, Chris?
Williams and Rose as to who the best point guard in the league is. I think I would have to put Steph Curry in that conversation now. But I would lean towards Paul's dominance and ability to turn around the Clippers as putting him just a notch ahead
I was trying to hit him.
the other guys on the list.
I was stuck in the animation.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Back to Jordan. Mahinmi on him. Jordan, the pass to Crawford.
Good shot.
They're completely untracked here. Actually, they're off the track. I'm not seeing the usual flow and movement from the offense from this team. And that's not like them. That's out of character. They got to get back to their free-flowing offense.
And it's Hill penetrating. Back to West. There's the dish to Stevenson. Puts it up. And he nails the jumper. Stevenson's got 13. In Clark, last season's survey of league GMs agreed Chris Paul voted the top point guard in the NBA. I don't have a problem with that, Steve.
Well, it's either him or Tony Parker, but I could go either direction there. What you love about Paul is that he does everything. He defends, he scores, he passes. He kind of just figures out what's needed during the game, and then he delivers for his team.
Boy, that's like a 30-minute video.
You ain't even saying nothing. Well, that's usually what they do. They record it.
And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
You hear the crowd kind of murmuring. I don't think they agreed with the officials on that one.
Steve, I tell you what, they're really letting them have it.
West dishes to Hill. The pass to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. He's feeling it. But they recover it. And George kicks to Hill. Second shot opportunity. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
You know, a lot has been said about the Pacers and their defense, but in addition to them being great with their positioning and skill, they're one of the toughest and most rugged teams to deal with, both mentally and physically. They really pride themselves on playing smash mouth basketball and don't hesitate to get into your airspace and get in your face.
They get a hand on it.
Good ball.
With a clear path to the hoop.
Get down, nigga. We jump you.
Commodities.
You want to fight?
One of the great point guards, not only on the floor, but off the floor. Chris Paul is a model leader. He's a guy who is probably as talented as any point guard in the league. But his leadership qualities, I think, put him over the top.
You know, it isn't just the inspiration off the court or making big-time baskets. I mean, the way he passes is infectious to his team. I mean, it's contagious. And it usually ends up permeating the whole team. Same goes for his defense. I mean, he'll come up with that big steal and can completely change the momentum. The kind of plays he can make at both ends of the floor.
And he makes both free throws.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Hill, no good.
I don't like the shot, bro.
Going back to what you said, the Pacers did get in a few games last year where tempers flared and players got in each other's faces. But, Steve, you look back at all the great defensive teams in NBA history, and not a lot of them were remarkable guys.
It's true. I mean, this is a great defense, and sometimes you have to ruffle feathers and get in people's faces in terms of being tough and gritty defensively. I think the Pacers understood that. That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Now here's Crawford, guarded closely. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Ball outside. Baseline try again with Clippers.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
For three, Hill. No good trying to get that one. And that's going to do.
Said it did, Hill, man.
It's a special New Year's Eve NBA celebration.
Like the thing going straight down.
Kyrie Irving and the Cleveland Cavaliers
going straight
put
down
up against Paul George and the Indiana Pacers. More NBA next.
Everybody like that.
We welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter.
Yeah, go straight down his face.
Breaking down some numbers here.
That don't look right.
For Los Angeles.
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout this game?
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
At the 1 and 2, George Hill and Lance Stevenson. Paul George is out there with Scola, and it's West in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. He kicks it the ball.
Dang. He took off, didn't he?
With the rebound. Pacers trail by 4. Outside Hill. He feeds it to Stevenson. Outside, George. 6 to shoot.
Ooh, I gotta see that again, boy. Crowd, I like that. The crowd make noise so I get shook.
Ooh. What you doing in there?
See his head, though.
What?
His head, like, what happened? This what got him right here when he did that. Oh. Oh. You see his head?
Started by Dudley.
What?
Dudley's got his third rebound tonight. Paul kicks to Barnes. Dudley. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute left. Hill with it. And Crawford picks him up defensively. Stevenson with it. From out of the wing, he knocks it down.
No move.
Stevenson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Pacers. Hill against Paul. Tipped away. Stevenson passes to Hill. To tie it up. Shot is no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. Start a 3-game.
You know that Utah game has a lot of attention on it.
And he makes the first.
Hey, I think we all knew that the Clippers were good last year, but we really took notice when they rattled off those 17 wins in a row in December. That was a franchise record, which had previously been 11, and that's when the league really took notice.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Los Angeles. Hill dishes to Stevenson. Griffin on the double team. West kicks to Stevenson. Clock at 4. Releases. The Clippers grab a miss. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now it was the year of the win streak last season with Miami doing what they did and Denver getting hot as well. But you know, Steve, the Clippers had the first lengthy win streak streak and turned some heads earlier in the season.
Yeah, what was that, about 17 games in a row they won? I thought that kind of established the Clippers in the West, put a little fear in the rest of the conference, and gave LA a stride that helped them get through the rest of the season.
Get him shot, man.
The first one for
light, man.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Ian Mahim. And that's
But it's all
both of the
it's 30
shots.
minute video.
There's not a lot you can
You
say.
tell me every time I play this game,
It's
30
still
minutes.
a charity stripe.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. They'll go to the line. It's on Darren Collison.
Hill playing well. 15 points and also 3 steals. He's been passing it around you or shooting it open. Either way.
Well, they're not sure whether to stick tight on him or defend the pass, and he's really controlling this game with his offensive
All right,
arsenal.
I'm gonna trick him over there.
This is a
Yeah, you
point
get in
game
front.
where if you've
I'm
got a
getting
chance
back.
to close the gap, you've got to do it.
Collison kicks to Crawford. Back to Collison. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Well, because they-
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Gilwitz picked up by Collison. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping
No,
them.
he was.
Here's Crawford. Shot is off. Nice with some nice D.
Well, they just got mauled. Killed on the board. Just not enough presence inside.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Pacers trail by 6. Right side Hill. Here's Hibbert. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And
So I'm not really getting one more to call it time.
they're up by Hill. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. Like you said, rebounding for them, an issue in this game so far. They're down 10.
Well, you know, I really expected them to come out with some more passion and intensity and match up better inside. It just hasn't happened.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Captain Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his coach. Despite the deficit, he told his guys, I've got confidence in you. We've had our backs against the wall before. You know what we need to do. And they retake
I like
the
him
lead.
open.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. West
You out there in
outside.
the paint like
Stevenson guarded by Crawford. And Stevenson kicks to Hibbert. Stevenson. 5 on the clock. Pulls up from the corner. Can't get it to go.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
They get it again. Templey laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 8.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
And he gets the goal as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clippers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Crawford outside. Griffin goes in. Allison kicks it to Crawford. It's Hicks. West with some nice D. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. And it's off the back rim.
I'm not sure about that shot, guys. The defense really all over him.
So the Clippers with the win. Both teams played well.
You see that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so. They were just straight tonight sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And that'll do it for Clark Keeper and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Hogan. Thanks for watching this presentation of NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
Oh, he got a natural curve.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
that nigga straight down. You never see no black people still alive. Maybe white people, not nobody black.
2, 3.
Everybody get up.